Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look what's going on euro currency. So you can see a very unstable action that we have. As we talked on the weekend, market probably should try to keep going higher, and this attempt has been made, but it was not as reliable as we thought. So currently it is in general understandable, just because concern is rising everywhere. So in the United States, concern is rising about the Donald Trump policy, so more rising the questions rather than answers, and actually probably just few people who are sure that that could lead to success. The problems are rising like the mushrooms after the rain. So it's Donald Trump started stacking in problems that he have generated, but they're actually too much statements in broadcast media, but in all the directions that he is trying to change, starting from the conflict in Ukraine, then the tariffs, some domestic struggle against the deep state. All these initiatives just now actually stuck and without any significant progress, and that works in time in general works against him. The same story in the European Union. So some militaristic statements from the France, for example, big questions about the Germany, who intend to spend big money on the defense, some political confrontation in the same France. So this makes investors nervous, and actually you could see what's going on. Gold is rising once again. If you take a look at the 10-year bonds, the 10-year bonds yield has dropped significantly. So all this stuff definitely points on the demand for the safe haven assets and dollar in particular. So it's usually action together with the dropping of the yields and rising of the gold. It's an indicator of the demand for the safe haven assets. So in the current circumstances, what we have? So the same engulfing stands in place. Here's action has happened, and market shows minor pullback. The big question is what this pullback is. So whether it's some retracement before we get the upper continuation, or we will get deeper ABCD pattern. So if you take a look, for example, on the Great British Pound, here we have our big hand shoulders on the weekly chart. Market stands in the top, and right on the top on the 4 time frame chart, currently we have something that starts looking like the hand shoulders pattern. So here's we have moderately bearish possible context on Great British Pound. On the euro currency, if you take on the lower time frames on the 4 time frame chart, that is particularly the potential ABCD that I'm speaking about, 10626, so it will be approximately the target of this pattern. Yes, we have the good thrusting action, but the sentiment in Europe, well, currently hardly might be called as a positive. So, and on the hourly chart, you could see what has happened. So with this thrusting action, for the euro currency should be no problem to test the OP and trying to break it up, showing some pressure on these levels. But you can see that market barely has tested the OP and dropped. As we said, with the retracement, we could consider taking the new long position if possible for the upper continuation. This minor bounce has happened, but as you understand, this is not what the bullish market should show. So now you can see that the downside action actually even faster than this one. These things makes me have big doubts on immediate upward continuation in the euro and in general upward action with this minor pattern. Now chances on the possible downside breakout are rising. In general, the retracement that is based on the daily engulfing, so this pattern that we have here, is mostly done, just because you could see that ABCD pattern has completed. So minimum target of the engulfing completed. Hand shoulders that we have here is also completed. Yes, this rally potentially has given the hint on the possible continuation to the XOP, but recent performance looks not very impressive. And I think that in the current circumstances, at least for intraday trading, these lows around 107.80 might be the crucial level. Why? Because if market will break it down, in fact, it will erase the whole rally and actually this acceleration that we've got. So it will be cancelled, and all advantage that bulls had with this acceleration will be destroyed. And besides, this drop suggests that next stop will be the C points, and erasing of the C, as you understand, it's erasing of all this ABCD pattern, suggesting that this is becoming the continuation of this one. So that's why this level is important. Another reason is that while market stands slightly above this area, potentially, at least potentially, not necessarily this will happen, but at least potentially, it keeps chances on the kind of the butterfly or something to the upside. Once these lows will be broken, all these hopes will be destroyed as well. So conclusion in the current situation for particular today's session is as follows. So if you personally, I do not want to take the long position in the current circumstances. I do not like the performance that we have here. And I have big doubts on the immediate upward continuation based on all this pattern. Until this moment, it was looking great. After this part that we've got yesterday, its shine starts to fade. So it's not really great. Deep retracement will not break daily bullish overall context with this great frosting acceleration. So appearing of the ABCD, it might be even better to us without having the Gartley steeple to buy pattern on the daily chart around the confluence support. That might be potentially even better opportunity for taking the long position. So this will not be the strategy if we will get this one. But if you still would like to take the long position, you probably should do this in current situation right here where market stands and with the stop somewhere below these lows. That's only for if you're sure that your accounts is worth to buy right now. But as I said, my position is, well, do not take any longs by far, because overall performance doesn't look really impressive. So that and towards what we have here, let's keep watching what will happen.